Welcome to my channel. I hope you can learn knowledge and get inspiration here. The author said something that I find particularly interesting. He said that asking this question is like asking someone whether it is possible for a person to become a millionaire. The answer is that everyone has the potential to become a millionaire. But you are not sure now? So everyone has the possibility of gaining freedom. But whether you are free now or not is your business. It is your choice that determines whether you are free at the moment. But you definitely have the potential for freedom, just like everyone has the possibility of becoming a millionaire. This makes sense. The biggest difference between humans and minerals and inorganic substances is the process of integration. What is integration? This is like a mineral. For example, you can cut this cup into countless powders. You can cut a piece of iron randomly, right? Cutting into each small piece is the same. It will not die just because you cut it into smaller pieces. It will not become slag. It is still the mineral, so its properties will not change because of your cutting. But what if you try to cut a person into pieces? If a person is cut into small pieces, he will definitely die. So humans are integrated with animals and plants in between. So this integration process requires us humans to pursue internal integration and assimilation. What people fear most is division. That is, a large number of people live in division. Living without integration and unity, like you all coming to work every day, are you really willing to come to work? Or do you have to, because I have to support my family, I have no choice, I have to look like a responsible person, right? So I came, but I actually don't want to come. This is separation. So if a person really wants to go to that end, to embody the part of God, then we should be integrated minerals to achieve complete separation. People can't do it. People who are separated will go crazy, and people who are separated will suffer and feel uncomfortable. The world can be rich, or it can be very poor. A person's world is shaped by the level of existence they emanate, which can be either rich or poor. Depending on whether you align with the human or mineral side, your life will attract what's in accordance. If we, however, view this world as a mechanical entity, where everything is predetermined by mathematical and physical principles, this can lead to an unforgiving hopelessness, best exemplified by Bertrand Russell's notion of unyielding despair. If your view of the world is wrong, you will fall into an unyielding despair. I remind everyone not to live inertia, but to stand up and observe yourself and be aware. This is the first dimension. The second level is to know other people's thoughts. It is extremely difficult for us to know other people's thoughts. It is very difficult for people to recognize other people's thoughts. But what if you use your own feelings? Communicate with your heart. Sometimes holding your best friend's hand while they share something is enough to understand without words. Right? These two people looked at each other with tears in their eyes and understood that there was no need to say anything. So where does the second quadrant cognition come from? Please note that it comes from the first quadrant cognition. If you don't observe yourself, you don't have awareness of yourself, you don't understand your own heart, it's hard for you to understand the hearts of others. Do you know what the most amazing thing about Confucius, Wang Yangming, and Mencius is? It's called putting one's own ideas into others' minds. There is nothing else to be good at pushing, it is just good at pushing. If you have such an idea, then others may also have it. If you have such delicate feelings, then others may also have this feeling, which can help us to achieve better. The second quadrant is how to understand other people's ideas. Therefore, the lifeblood of how to understand other people's ideas lies in the first quadrant, how you understand your own ideas, how to observe yourself, rather than living inertia. Understanding others' understanding of me. There is also a huge gap in understanding others' understanding of me. Where is this gap? It is called intention and action. Which one is more important? Why do we think we are good people? Do any of you here feel that you are a bad person? Everyone believes they are good, but with so many good people, there must be bad ones. Still, why do even the bad consider themselves good? Because we judge ourselves from the perspective of intention. Why does Thanos think he is a good person? Because Thanos said he wants to save the world. His intention is, he said, children, how much I love you, right? I did this for you. I collected this gem. You see my hands are rotten, right? He is in great pain, thinking for the whole universe. So you understand yourself. It is all intention. But what do others see you as? Others can't see your intentions, they see your actions. You snapped your fingers and half of us died, right? That's an action. So which one is more real? Which one is more real, intention or action? In your opinion, you may think that your intentions are the most real, so you feel wronged and say that it's useless to tell me, I only see the actions. So actions are more real. This creates a gap in understanding between us and others. The author said that there is one thing that everyone appears in the eyes of others, but you don't know it yourself. That is, you are more wavering and hesitant than you think. We all want to pretend to be very firm, but in fact we are wavering. You are wavering on many issues. Ask yourself, and you will find out that this is the case. Many people send their children to public schools, but they may choose to go to international schools or public schools. We are wavering, and this is the confusion in our hearts. But we hypnotize ourselves internally. We think we are very firm. In fact, we are not. We often waver on various issues. Here is a passage for you to read. In the first area, that is, the area of understanding ourselves, research may increase people's ego, and the balance research in the third area will make people realize their insignificance. If you stay in the third realm for a long time, you will often think about how others see you, and you will become insignificant. What am I in this vast universe? I am just one of the billions of ants on the surface of the tiny earth. But Pascal said that man is like a reed, the most fragile thing in nature, but it is a thinking reed. This is a famous quote from Pascal, which means that we are a reed with self-awareness, and it is extremely precious. Although his self-awareness is dormant most of the time, it is just a potential. So do you know what the purpose of this book is? It is to awaken this potential in our hearts, to awaken the self-awareness in our dormant state, so that you can understand yourself, understand others, and then understand yourself in the eyes of others. So this is the third level. That is, you need to understand how others understand you. Then the fourth level is the understanding of the external world. Our understanding of the external world is more focused on the inorganic level. We know more about tables. We know more about electrons, molecules, atoms, and other things. But we know very little about people, and we cannot simply use physics and mathematics to guide human thinking. There are many parts called x plus y plus z, which you cannot define, but you know that they exist. So if you want to know more about the outside world, you can't just rely on the overall thinking of science. Of course, this is his point of view. If you like this video, please forward it to your friends so that more people can see it.